Can I really trust the Bible? Yes, and here are 3 reasons why. Part 3. Maybe you've thought to yourself sometimes that it's hard to trust the Bible because it was written by Christians. But did you know that there is a bunch of evidence outside the Bible to support the people, places, and events recorded inside the Bible? For example, the Roman historian Tacitus, who lived and wrote within the 100 years after Jesus' death, he makes a passing reference to Jesus in his book called the Annals. He's writing about the Great Fire of Rome, which occurred about 30 years after Jesus' death, and he's talking about how the emperor at the time, Nero, blamed the fire on the Christians. He goes on to say that the Christians followed a guy called the Christ, who was executed under Pontius Pilate during the reign of Emperor Tiberius. This is a Roman historian, and his record lines up perfectly with what we see in the Bible. Then there's Josephus, the non-Christian Jewish historian who wrote his book Antiquities. In his book, he makes a reference to Jesus and his followers as well, and he also records the fact that Jesus was executed under Pontius Pilate. Again, he had no reason to lie. He didn't support Jesus, he didn't follow Jesus, he was just recording facts of history. Then there's the archaeological evidence, the stuff we found and dug up, like the Pool of Siloam that's mentioned in John chapter 9, or a house from Nazareth, Jesus' hometown, or some first century synagogues. These are not just fun and interesting places for people to go and visit on their holidays, they're actual real evidence to support what's recorded in the Bible. So reason number 3 that you can trust the Bible is that it records history. So you shouldn't be surprised that it's supported by other evidence throughout history. So go and have a look for yourself. Explore some of the evidence and see what you think. There will always be people who will try and convince you that you can't trust the Bible, but the truth is that you can. It is very trustworthy. So go and have a look for yourself.